Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF Friday. Let's make it a great one, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you're there to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. And every kiss and every touch, you feel you're there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down $318. NASDAQ off 90, S&P's off 34. Gold contract up $5.20, traded at $1,267 an ounce. Silver, $19.88 an ounce. Platinum down 27 bucks at $1,429 an ounce. Copper off 2.5 pennies at $3.26 a pound. Light sweet crude off 36 cents, trading out at $96.96 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year up 11 ticks at 125.04. 30-year up 21 ticks at 132.31. King dollar up 20 ticks at 80.54. The euro down 21 at 136, and the yen off 98 at 102.28. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, this is what you have, folks. You have 19 and a half hours that just gave back 2 months in the marketplace. So, what do we have? Guess what? We have volume extraordinaire. And the volume that came in, folks, we didn't have volume at about 130. We had low prices, no doubt. This is in the NASDAQ and the NYSE. Bottom line, huge acceleration with volume, 885 million versus on the 23rd, which is the 13th rather, was the swing point. Bottom line, blew it away with volume. We are at the 1793 area. The swing point down here is 1767. It's going to be going for it. Dow Industrials. We go over and take a look at the Dow Industrials. What do you have with the Dow? Dow gave back. And the Dow led the deal basically, and it led it down on the first acceleration down off December 31st, folks. That's when we went down from 16,588. First leg down, got to 16,240. You're inside the range now. As soon as you got inside the 16,194, that sets up on the Dow. Dow sets up 15,700. That's only another 150 bucks down on this range. Once you get inside that area, guess what it sets up? It sets up the bottom out here, 14,800. NASDAQ Composite. Now, it took a while for the composite to fall apart, but guess what? It did. Composite. What we had is this. Composite comes down 90 bucks. And the composite, first off, is coming into your 13th, the swing point of 13th, expanded volume. 2.5 billion shares coming into that area. Once you get back inside this 4063, which is not far, then you're going to see quite an expansion on the way down. In fact, if we take a look at the NASDAQ right now and just set up the NASDAQ, yeah, you did. You broke. Okay, so the NASDAQ, folks, broke with conviction the trend that started in August of 2013. That sets up a 3,500 NASDAQ. So we not only took it, we took it and blew it away. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out, particularly next week, because next week, this is what you have. Next week you have Apple coming out with numbers. You have the Fed coming out with, are they going to taper or not taper, another $10 billion. You have Google coming out. You have Amazon coming out. If we go over, we take a look at the gold contract, we have a gold is this. Gold today does 151,000 contracts, trades to 1273, closes at 1267.20. Building cause to get to higher price. The thing that's really cool about gold, I'm telling you, folks, which is absolutely amazing. I had told you a couple weeks ago they wanted me on CNBC Asia. They asked me, am I still a bear? And I says, no, I'm not a bear, but bottom line, we have an office party, and I couldn't go on anyway. This afternoon, if you heard the update on gold with Brian Sullivan's show, bottom line, they were both bears. It's a beautiful thing, folks, okay? Bottom line, gold's going to 1362. That's the next number on gold. It's going to be an expansion. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. Bonds. Okay, so let's go to the bond market. The deviance is out here in the bonds, folks, and this is what it is. So we're at 125.04. What we did out here today, we got to 125.17, 16 on the 10-year. Did exactly what it should have done, and it did it with volume, folks. Okay, so the 10-year right now is going to be running up to this 126.25. The yield on this baby right now, I expect we're going to take a break here, okay? You know, bottom line goes sideways, build some more cars. The yield right now is 2.724. 30-year, we go take a look at the 30-year bond. And this bond deal, folks, is about deflation. That's what this whole thing's about. You know, the 2.7 10-year, when you look at it in the context of what you can get across different countries and different nations, okay, and what's going on with their currency, a 2.7 looks dynamite, big time, okay? It's really going to look dynamite when the market keeps getting croaked. Now, 30-year bond, what do you have? You're at 132.31. Same deal. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, all of the above. 30-year wants to run to 134.08. And now the 30 is stronger than the 10. They're both strong, but the 30-year right now is like, man, are you going to run right to 136? Well, we'll see. But bottom line, it's game that it very well could. Now, let's go over, you talk about Kansas City getting smoked, okay? Kansas City Southern, folks, was down 17%. This is a real company, of course, monster real company. Bottom line is that this is just, you talk about getting blown out of the water. This is like this is amazing. Let me see. Okay, so we put this on a weekly. I got to put this on a monthly just to see where this thing sets up. Okay, so you put it on a monthly. Man, this sets up, it's going to go down to $60. So it's down $17 today. Monthly, you're talking about $60. What we did have out here today is that Google came off the highs with volume. Google today was down 3.8 million, with down $36. You're at 1123. And what's screaming out here for Google is that 1,015. That's the high of the last time they come out with numbers. But we got to remember the gap's still open. The gap's still open at 885. So Google next week. Action extraordinaire. That's after the close on the 30th. Amazon, AMZN. What do we have with Amazon? Same setup with Amazon. Amazon came back, it came back hard enough, $12. You know, and $12 basically gave up going back to November 29th. What you have is that the October 25th level, the high is 368, and that gap is still wide open down there at 326. Apple, we go take a look at Apple. What you have with Apple, AAPL. Okay, what you have with Apple is this. Apple wasn't bad. You know, Apple only come down $10. Doesn't have volume. Has support at this 514 to 539 area. So Apple just may save the NASDAQ for a few days. Apple comes out with their numbers on the 27th at 1630. Transports, yes, the transports got whacked beyond belief. Transports came down $311. Now, the transports did the same thing, though, as the S&Ps and the Dow did. Came all the way back to, actually, December 78. Yeah, it came back 2 months. What you have is this. Well, I see what the difference is. This is what the difference is, folks. The market took 19 and a half hours, which is 3 trading days, to come back 2 months. The transports came back 2 months and 1 day. That's what you have. But guess what? That's what happens in markets that go south. Now, you're going to hear there's a million different scenarios out there. It's China. Is it 1987? Is it 1998? If you weren't around in either one of those times, folks, the closest one I would say, it's not 87. It would be 98. And what happened with 98 is this, and this is where this goes from market to market to market, is that it was a currency deal. And the currencies absolutely start moving. And if they move too quick, it's a currency deal. You know, we've been always looking at, hey, king dollar's king dollar. Gold has been moving. And, of course, bonds, my take on bonds is going up. Those 3 areas, when there's currency problems across the world, those are the 3 areas that people come into, that institutions come into so fast and so furious it's beyond belief. Why? They know they can trust the dollar. They know, number one, they're going to basically have gold, and gold's good anywhere, anytime. And they know we're going to pay our debts, and they go into the bond, they hide their money there. This is a currency deal, folks, okay? If you weren't, we'll walk you through this, next 3, 4, 5, 6 days. But the bottom line is that I suspect if it was any of those, it's going to be a currency deal. It's Tom O'Brien, it's TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.